Hey, I'm Steve Presser, the Big Cheese at Big Fun here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, Jimmy welcomes Mandy Moore, Gerard Carmichael, musical guest BB Rexa featuring Lil Wayne. And now, enjoy the show!
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmle Live. Tonight, Mandy Moore, comedian Gerard Carmichael, the National Spelling Bee champ, and music from BB Rexa featuring Lil Wayne. And now, if there are no objections, here's Jimmy Kimmel!
In prime time for our game night special earlier tonight, game 4 of the NBA Finals between the Warriors and the Cavaliers from Cleveland, Ohio, or maybe they should call it Leveland, Ohio, because there's a rumor, I don't know if you heard this, that LeBron James is considering a move to Los Angeles to become a Laker or a Clipper the year after next, which would be exciting for us, but another bummer for Cleveland. Although I was thinking about this today, I have an idea to make it fair. I propose, and I'm not authorized to make this deal myself, but I know people. So here's how this would go. We get LeBron, and in exchange, Cleveland gets Disneyland. The whole thing. Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Mickey and Minnie, all 7 of the dwarves. You get it all. We get LeBron for 3 years. Is that a deal? I think that would be equitable. I think LeBron should go to every team in the league to help them win a title. Just kind of keep... Except Golden State. What if he signed with Golden State? There'd be a coup, right? There would be a violent overthrow of the NBA. We'd have to form a whole new league or something. Hey, speaking of controversial moves, Melania Trump is finally moving into the White House next week. They broke the news to her yesterday. She's taking it pretty hard, but she does not seem to be excited about leaving her penthouse in New York to move into what is essentially public housing. But I guess the president finally managed to lure her there by replacing Michelle. You know, Michelle Obama has a vegetable garden. He replaced it with a Bergdorf Goodman store, and now she's in. So be brave, Melania. You're going to get through this. With any luck, in 3 to 6 months, you will be out of there. So President Trump has been dealing with the aftermath of the James Comey testimony in a way that I guess shouldn't surprise me, but he always does surprise me. After all we heard yesterday, after everything, he's claiming it went great. He was like... It would be like if the Cavaliers went into the game tonight going, we're winning 3 games to none. And everyone was like, what? We're down 3 to none. And they're like, nope, we're up, we're winning, we won. If you let it really could make you crazy. As you know, James Comey, who was director of the FBI until Trump fired him, appeared before the Senate yesterday, where he shared details about that notorious one-on-one dinner with the president. The president invited him to his house, offered him some pills to relax, and then took it... Oh. Maybe that was the Bill Cosby trial. I'm really getting... It's becoming hard to keep everything straight, but the real bombshell from all of this was that yesterday, for the first time in maybe ever, Donald Trump didn't tweet. Not even once. He didn't tweet. Maybe we should have James Comey testify before the Senate every single day, because... But he took the day off early this morning. He was at it again. He tweeted at 6:10 a.m. despite so many false statements and lies, total and complete vindication. And wow, Comey is a leaker. So he's still got it. He told reporters today he never told Comey he hoped he'd let go of the investigation into National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. And when they asked him if he has tapes, you know, Trump insinuated he has tapes of the conversations. He didn't answer. He said, I'll tell you about that in a very short time, and you're going to be very disappointed when you hear the answer. And then he flew to New Jersey to play golf for the 17th time since taking office. There were a lot of moments during Comey's testimony where he said he couldn't answer a question, but we'll get into more detail at the closed session later that day, which, of course, you know, had... I want to know what was going on in the closed session. And while the details of that were not made available on TV, it was not televised, there is a way to find out everything that happened.
I'm not going to comment on whether that happened in an open setting. That's not a question I can answer in an open setting. It's a question I don't think I should answer in an open setting.
We'll be having a closed session shortly, so we will follow up on that.
Are you dying to hear some of that juicy testimony? It's too hot for an open hearing? Call the closed session hotline.
Our senators are standing by to chat with you about everything they're not supposed to talk about in public. It's naughty, it's unethical, and it's all highly classified.
For just $3.99 a minute, you can have access to the sexiest details of the Russia investigation.
Oh, there's collusion, all right. They colluded all over each other.
Call now and chat with lonely senators today. The closed session hotline. What goes on behind closed doors is now your business.
You want to hear about the Russian hookers? Well...
Se habla español.
Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend. And they still have those? And with all this going on yesterday, the president kept busy. They kept him very busy. He had a speaking engagement in front of the Faith and Freedom Coalition where he invited a little bit of audience participation.
Restoring freedom and opportunity also means repealing and replacing the disaster known as Donald Trump. That was easy.
Oh, all right. You know, as long as you say his name, he's happy. By the way, the artist formerly known as Lion Ted Cruz, he was there, too, with the president. And, you know, Ted Cruz always seems like the kid no one wants to invite to their birthday party. And yesterday, there he was again, outside the Chuck E. Cheese, banging on the door.
So what I want to say to the men and women here is two things. Number one, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for speaking out and working to retake our nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Southern Regional Director of Faith and Freedom Coalition, Virginia Galloway.
Not exactly a mic drop, you know? It's... Well, you don't keep Virginia Galloway waiting. That's all there is to it. Meanwhile, over in England, you know, we always get the idea that we're a bunch of dopes and they're a bunch of elegant ladies and gentlemen, but they had an election there yesterday, and this is who is now in the running for Prime Minister.
Harvey Jonathan David, known as Lord Buckethead, 249. Howlin' Lord Hope, the official monster raving loony party, 119. Smith Bobby, known as Bobby Elmo Smith, 3.
You see, we're not so different after all. They have Lord Buckethead, and we have a Lord Buckethead, too. Ours just happens to fill his with chicken. How much would he pay to go back to that day, huh? We have a tradition on this show that dates back to the late 1800s or something. Every year, we invite the winner of the Scripps National Spelling Bee to our show to defend his or her title against me. I'm a pretty good speller. This year's winner is 12-year-old Anania Vinay. Anania Vinay, she spelled a lot of words right, and for her prowess, she took home $40,000. And in a few minutes, I'm going to take that $40,000 from this 12-year-old child. Here's Anania.
Ananya, this is yours. Congratulations. You're the 2017 champ of the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Yeah. No, that's why athletes have champagne. They get drunk and they feel better after something like that. So anyway, I hope... well, Anani is going to be out here tonight, and I am going to take that trophy from her, and I'm going to put it in the mantle in my home. It's going to be a wonderful thing. We're going to take a break now. When I come back, I take on a 12-year-old in spelling, so stick around. We'll be right back.
America first. America first.
America first.